everybody, welcome back to another episode of remodeling my office and cozy room space. Last time we some paint, which was awesome. We got that all the way done, and now we are officially on to the fun stuff. We're going to be decorating today. We're putting my bookshelves together. So I'm going to be spending most of this week just kind of figuring some of that out. In this particular vlog, we are going to be primarily focusing on this cozy little corner and also like the bookshelf over here. Doing like my desk is going to be its own beast, and the decor that I do around there is it's going to be its own thing. So we are not addressing that yet. Last week, yes, it has been a week since you saw me go to IKEA where I filmed that. But we got all the IKEA furniture that I needed. We sort of did a mix of both what I needed for the office and then also things for the rest of the home. But it was so quiet that day that we went, and I just couldn't. I was obsessed. My partner took the day off, and so we just spent the whole day there. That's actually only like the second time in my life ever that I've been to IKEA, and that's the first time in my adult life that I have gone and actually got to like spend money and stuff like that. Yeah, but for now, we're starting here. And if you see this chair and you're like, that chair looks really familiar, I would be like, you're right. It is. It's because I ripped it directly from Cozy K, aka Miss Kennedy herself. Is the reason I even wanted to have like a little cozy corner to begin with. I loved her vlog, watching her set up her like cozy room. I will say, this is not the exact chair. I scoured the internet for forever for something that is cheaper, because she has the means to buy the one that she did. I do not. And so I had to really look for one. I found so many options. Like I've even gone through and looked at some of the options that like Kennedy herself has kind of like recommended as like dupes for her chair. But for me, I was just like, okay, but I want that chair. So how do I get that chair? And this one from Joybird is the closest one that I feel like I have gotten. And I got it like during like a holiday sale. So it's like half the price of like what she paid for it. I want to talk through some of my, I think, more direct influence. But obviously we'll start with number one, which I've already mentioned, is Kennedy, Cozy K. Specifically for how she built her cozy corner. Obviously with the chair, that's going to be something I look to a little bit more, especially if I'm trying to find other accessories, because I do want to use this corner for like a cozy morning reading, or for coloring, or for when I do a crochet project. You know, this will be a great space for me to do that, but I got to make sure that I have little things to help keep it like warm and inviting in that way. And so I'm really going to be looking to how she did hers, because I really want to model it after that. I'm going to give my friend Toasted Latte, aka Letty, a huge shout out. Again, Letty, I feel like has like a very different style than what I do and what I go for, but her style is just so seamless. Like it is, she just has such a great eye for like where to place trinkets, and that's I think where I'm gonna be like inspired by her so much, is that her trinket placement I think is just divine, and she makes such good room content now because she moved and her office is beautiful and it's so exciting, and I feel like a lot of you guys would like it if you have not seen it already. So please check her out. She's sick. My biggest inspiration is going to be this TikTok account. Her name is Trish. Her place is so designed freakishly well. I am obsessed with her account. Every day she does this really cool like calendar wall rip, which I have pre-ordered that calendar wall for next year because I was like, I gotta fucking have that thing. It's so cool. What I want my style to be most like, I would say that hers is the most I'm kind of like going after. She is also, I think, a designer, so she already kind of has that really cool eye for how to put things together, whereas like I might take a little bit more work. All of this, everything I'm mentioning is inspiration. I'm trying not to directly copy or like directly rip. Except for the chair. I really, really love this idea that, and I know I'm referencing TikTok a lot, but honestly, there's so many good resources for room decorating. Like, I feel like Pinterest used to be the go-to, and I don't give a crap about Pinterest in terms of that stuff anymore. For me, it is all about like TikTok. I feel like I see so many more cool things come up, but I love this element that's going around of like, there's this sound that's like, if you just put everything that you love into a room, it's gonna be designed well because it's like you, or whatever the quote is. But that's essentially the idea of it, and I'm trying to keep that in mind. Even though I have influences and I have people that have done a great job in kind of directing my style and like how I want to take the room, in the end, like I want to remember that to just like go back to myself and take all the things that I love and anything that brings me joy, and that is what I'm going to be putting into this room. So today specifically, we are going to be working on getting my IKEA shelf together, and I also have some Govee LED light strips that I ordered because I really want to put that like around the perimeter. But it really is time, I think, to just jump right into it and just let's build an IKEA shelf. Let's go. Let's start. So bookshelf is now built. Next thing I'm going in with is these really fun Govee LED light strips. These are the M1 chip ones because I wanted the ability to cut them if I needed to. Oh my god, my hair. But I'm gonna go around the outer perimeter of the bookshelf, and I think it's gonna create a really, really cool effect. And we're gonna go in, and that's gonna be the next step. Boop, boop, boop. so good. I'm so happy with it. I know probably in your view, the light probably isn't as vibrant. I do have my window open, so it's kind of like washing some stuff out right now. But in person, this is so vibrant. So as I kind of like learn how to do lighting in here, whether that's for vlogs or for my streams, I'm going to be able to figure out how to make this look like super cool. I'm so happy with it. This honestly didn't take very long to put together, and then I was so nervous to put on the light strip. I was so worried I was going to fuck it up, and it ended up being totally fine. And also, if you are doing just the perimeter like I did today, you should know that the 5 meters / 16.4 feet of the Govee LED light strip, I got the M1 version, is enough to go around the perimeter. I thought my original plan was just to go like around here, like just the top 3 parts. But then I was like, I mean, I don't want to have to worry about cutting it. I don't know how much excess there's going to be. So I just started doing the very bottom of it, and it ended up finishing like just short of going all the way. So it was perfect. And I already feel such a mood change in this space already. Like, I kind of can't believe it. In the meantime, I'm going to get some food, and I'll catch you very shortly. Day 1 of putting together my little cozy corner is done. Bookshelf is finished. I got my lights and my little globe lamp, and then we anchored the bookshelf into the drywall because as soon as it got built, Mars jumped up into like the 2nd tier to go hang out in. So we were like, we need to anchor that. Honestly, it's smart to do anyway. You know, we own this home. It's not an apartment. We're not gonna like get in trouble for it anymore, whatever. Anyway, I'm sure that the exposure and stuff on the camera as a viewer is probably not super exciting. You can't really tell how cool like the colors are right now. But trust me when I tell you, it's so freaking cool and cozy in this room right now. I'm obsessed. I've been playing with the little smart bulbs that I have and the lights and trying to figure out what the vibe's gonna be. But I'm feeling so good about the progress today. So I think the only thing I'm gonna be doing next is probably just like actually like decorating the bookshelf and putting artwork on the corner. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hey everybody. So it is actually a couple of days later after having put together this bookshelf. I am so happy with the way that it looks, like with the lighting and all of that stuff. I had a stream 2 days ago actually, and the way that everything looked in the background was so perfect. And so now we are actually to the fun part, which is decorating it. I think one of my most difficult challenges is to remind myself that not all of my trinkets have to fit on here. Some of them are going to be in other places. Yeah, so let's get started. I've got lots of hardware still. I think I still need to gather. But either way, we're gonna dive in, we're gonna go, and let's try to make this place a little more cuter. this is the finished look, at least for now. I have mostly just done kind of like the top area. I got a lot of little trinkets, and there's some space still at the bottom that I don't quite know what I want to do with yet. But I'm also not in a rush. I'm thinking that in the bottom area, I'll probably try to save for like some books or something. As you can see, it's like not really much going on. I don't even have anything in that last cubby over there. But I mean, I think I'm gonna kind of like leave it as at this so far. I was a little bit worried that setting some of this stuff up, I wasn't gonna like look really well intentioned or very designed. But honestly, I think I did a really good job for just kind of like going with the flow. I'm certainly really happy with it. I love that I can see all of like my favorite little dudes everywhere. I definitely would love to at some point add like some of my favorite books. And I know on the upper half of my bookshelf is a little bit more trinket heavy, especially for like the Pop Mart stuff that I have, whatever. But part of that is because I have a cat. So most of that is up to try and, sway to her temptations. I had so much of this like packed away for months. 'Cause seriously, my house fell apart like back in like December, and it is now September. So this is actually like the first time some of this is like seeing the light of day since then. So I would like to relax because I've been at this for a couple of hours now. And now that I've emptied some boxes, I gotta clear and get rid of these boxes and break them down too. So, the next step, we're already almost there. We're already almost there. I feel like it's okay. So we're here at the next day. Last night you would have seen me kind of prep the day a little bit to get some of the artwork and frames and like gather things and whatnot. I'm really excited for that mirror, that little wavy mirror. I found that in the like $5 section in Target. I actually have a plan to spray paint it, which I actually might do tomorrow. After I was done putting things away yesterday, I actually spent some time and looked up because I really want a pendant lamp in this area. And I didn't want something that I had to drill into the ceiling. I just wanted one of the ones that plugs in. And there's a lot of people that I follow, like my friends included, who like use those like paper lantern pendants. And those are really cute. And I had originally thought maybe I would want to go that route. But I just had trouble finding one that I really liked. Anyway, I spent some time looking last night and I found one on Wayfair that was a little bit smaller that I think I'm really going to enjoy. And it ended up being like an open box, like return thing, which I've never purchased from Wayfair. So I am a little bit nervous, but I'm hoping that it's going to look cool. And it ended up being white, and I also have a plan to spray paint that as well, but that's not getting here until like Monday. I am feeling ready for it. I think I'm ready to dive in. I'm mostly just hanging stuff up. And I don't know, we're gonna see where it takes us. So I'm gonna call the work for this evening here. I'm doing so good about my space. I love my little gallery wall. I know that I did it in a very organic little way. I didn't super plan it. I like laid it out, kind of got a general idea, and then in the end when I went to go like tack stuff up, I just like went for it. The wall over here I feel like probably feels a little bit bare. However, I really didn't want to take anything from over here and put it on this wall. It's the sort of thing that almost makes me wish like maybe I should have just gotten like another size bigger so that it could have maybe covered more of the wall. Like I think that would have been really cool. But honestly, I'm really not that upset about it. And I think for now, especially where it's at, I think it'll work fine. I'm not in a rush to just like go out and buy a bunch of crap just to like fill my space, you know? Like I already had most of what I needed, and it was just figuring out like what I felt like fit in my space. And the only things I had to buy were like picture frames, at least like for this corner. So, you know, my most prized possession was putting up that freaking donut lamp, but I have been wanting it since that freaking lamp was announced, and it is so hard to find. I think I was just really thankful that there was so many of those orange lamps at the store that I went to, and I was just, oh my god, I'm so excited. I think for now I'm gonna wrap it up for the evening, because I promised my partner that we'd play some video games together this evening, so I need to go do that. The next time I see you is when the light is gonna come in and we will start our little spray painting project. So I will see you then. Oh my gosh, we made it. it's spray painting day. So it has been a minute since you saw me. It's been a few days. I got a little bit of a hair trim. I don't know if you can tell, but I think it looks so good. I really just got some reshaping done because it had been like 3 months since my last haircut. I also got my booster this week, my COVID booster. So I was knocked the hell out and I had to rest. Holy crap. I actually sat in this chair quite a bit. And I've been playing just cozy little video games. That pendant lamp is beautiful. It looks so good. It's exactly what I was hoping. The little dome it comes with is really cute too. I opened it just enough to make sure and test that the light bulb or the components were working. Because this was like an open box sale. So it was like 50% off. So I paid like $25 or $30, something like that for this light. Nothing was wrong with it. And it looked like it hadn't even been opened. Like there's a chance that Wayfair themselves opened some things up just to make sure that some stuff looked good. But the thing had been pretty much untouched. And then I just have to prep that little mirror, the one up there in the corner, actually, and get that going. Hopefully I can protect the mirror as much as possible, but thankfully it's just going to be used as decor. Obviously, it's just shoved in the corner. I didn't really do the layout in a way for it to be like a functional mirror or anything. I was a little bit silly, and I did not buy primer. So we're gonna see how it goes. I looked some stuff up online and it looks like people regularly spray paint without using primer all of the time, especially really seasoned spray painters. So I figured, what was the harm in trying? And we'll just see how it goes. This is going to be my first time spray painting ever. And actually, look at that. Look, they're sitting right here in the view. It's a beautiful sunny day today. So it's perfect for me to probably go spray on my back porch. I get a bunch of sun in the backyard. And then I can just let it go out there and let it dry between coats. It should be perfect. It should be minimal, it should be quick, and hopefully really easy. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. How red my cheeks are. Oh my god. I was spray painting outside. And I was like, it's so beautiful out. Let's just have like a hard seltzer. Asian flush is real, you guys. Look how fucking ridiculous this is. Jesus. All I did was have one. I was just like, it's beautiful, let's just have a little sip. The spray painting is done. It ended up going a lot easier than I was expecting it to. I did 2 coats of each, and then I did 1 top coat. So now it's just letting it dry and cure up. I really gotta go practice because I have rock band stuff later. Next time I see you, I will be hanging stuff up. Oh my gosh, here we go. Guys, that is it for decorating my little cozy corner and my bookshelf. It feels so good to finally be here. The mirror is done, the lamp is done, the decorating, shopping, this cozy little corner, it just looks so good. And I have been so happy the way that it's been growing and developing into who I am and my space. And then the way that it looks at night is just even, oh my god, just the cherry on the top with everything. It's so moody and it's so cozy and it's like everything I wanted it to be and more. And I really feel like even though I had so much inspiration, in the end, it really feels like this space is mine. Like, this is my corner, this is my space, this is my hobby space, and I'm gonna keep saying it, but it feels just incredible. And the only thing that's left to do in this room is really just to be getting things set up so that I can get my desk organized and like looking just as cute as it does over here. Because obviously you've been only seeing one half of my room in this video. But until then, I'm gonna call the vlog here, you guys. Please take care of yourselves. Please love one another. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I hope that you found inspiration from it, no matter how small or how big it is. And I hope that it at least inspires you to somehow make a space your own. Whether that means the corner of a living room or the corner of your bedroom. You know, like, I think all of us deserve a little space to call our own, and I really hope that this makes you feel like that you want to find yours as well. Anyway, I'll catch you all in the next video. I love y'all. Bye.